Donna Kim, working as a movement artist and dancer based in London. And I trained as a dancer in South Korea before, and my major was Korean traditional dance. And then I moved to London to learn more about performance area, so I recently graduated MA Performance Design and Practice at Central St. Martin's. I see them as silent suggestions, like opening a door to get into the space of their breaths. And since they're lowering their body, I believe that's the changing the mood of performance and also interactive performance between performer and audience. So I believe that's the shift of my performances to get more deeply into the breath mood. When we listen to each other's breaths, I believe that we became one together since we are sharing the air. And for me, as a movement artist, I choreograph the invisible, which is the breath, the air, and it will expand my vision of my artwork to invisible to visible. That was my graduate performance, Deep Breaths, Abyss from the Echoes. And with that project, I got inspiration from the words, "Hanya hold their breath to survive, but we breath to live." And that words make me inspired of how breath can be silent and powerful. So for the upcoming project, which is Traces of Breath, I will keep continuing with this concept, but I will focus on subtle movement of my trace of breath. I think translation is more than words, and in my work, breath is its own language, which is expressing what words cannot do. So translation for me is kind of connection between my body and my own thoughts, which is showing how I think of my breath as a movement artist. I see breath as something free, which doesn't wait for any permission. And these words make me to rely on how breath can control and being controlled. Working with her was meaningful for me as a movement artist because her work was focusing on power and labor in everyday life. And that makes me to inspire of how human felt, and that linked to my breath, especially when I get some feeling of anxiety. In the beginning, breath felt very internal for me, which is more private way. But when I work with RCA team and when they open my vision of more spatial ways, it led me to think more, I could say, deeper of my project. And that's why I focused on traces of my breath and using the space and being seen and unseen. But I believe that Traces of Breath will be a great collaboration with CCA team with the amazing concept. Looking forward to it.